Guys, hopefully we are live here and hopefully my audio works. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to have to let you guys, I'm going to have you guys let me know. Let me know, guys, is the, geez, let me know, is the audio working or not? If it's not working, I have a quick fix here. Okay, it looks like the audio is working. So there we go. We don't have to fix that. So, um, welcome in everybody. I'll give everybody a few seconds to get in here, but it's been a while since I've done one of these. As I posted, all right, there we go. As I posted the other day, I'm not doing any more live storm chasing on this channel, at least for the foreseeable future. Who knows, maybe years down the line, but at least for this season, I'm not doing any more live chasing this year on this channel. So I'm moving over to Storm Runner Media, and that's where I'm chasing. So I'll be chasing with Storm Runner Media. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably follow that channel as well as this one. But on this channel, I still want to do something. So I'm going to do these live briefings. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to do it every day, maybe every other day, maybe a couple times a week. We'll have to see how it goes. And obviously, I'll be out on the road chasing a lot. So I'll be very busy with that. But if you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. Maybe I'll do like live, maybe I'll do like live breakdowns where I go back and I break down certain severe weather chases too. So there's a lot I can do here. But without further ado, let's get into our forecast here. And this is kind of what I'm watching. So as you can see here, here is what I'm watching with this winter storm. We have, let me have you guys on chat up here so I can see your chats. You chasing in Northwest Arkansas? I don't know, Running Reb. We'll see. It might be Northwest Arkansas. It could be anywhere from the Texas Panhandle all the way to it could be anywhere from New Mexico, Texas Panhandle, all the way to Virginia, North Carolina. This is going to be a big, big storm here. But here's what I'm looking at. You got this trough down here. And you also got the main jet stream up here. See where that H is? That's where your main jet stream is up here. These yellows and reds up here, you got a second jet stream. So what's happening is this surface high pressure is bringing in cold air. So this, let me see if I can get my little thing to work here. This surface high pressure, I want to get my little thing to work here. Sorry guys, let's see. This well, maybe my drawer won't work here, but this high pressure is bringing in cold air and it's bringing it south. So you got this cold air coming south and it's meeting moisture. You have moisture coming up from the Gulf, and then you also have this system out here by the Baja of Mexico. So this system by the Baja of Mexico, the faster this system can get east and phase with the main trough, the more amped up your storm is going to be. So if this trough out here by California and by Baja, if that trough is a little slower, this cold air and that high pressure is going to suppress your moisture down. So you're still going to probably have an impactful winter storm across the south, even if that trough is slower, but it's not going to be as amped up, as strong, as impactful, and as far north. Now, if you get this southwest trough here to phase with that main jet, well, now you're talking about a more amped up storm, and you could be looking at massive snow totals as depicted by the Euro across the U.S. I mean, look at the Euro model. So this is just one model, so don't get caught up with the one model. But look at this. You got about a foot in Oklahoma City. You got about 18 inches in Fort Smith, about a foot in Northwest Arkansas, 18 inches in Little Rock, 18 inches in Nashville, and then a big swath of 15 to 20 inches across Virginia, North Carolina. Your 6-inch line goes all the way up to almost just south of St. Louis, just south of Kansas City. And then you can see a sharp cutoff right here. You can see the sharp cutoff right here in northern Texas, southern Arkansas, and then Mississippi, Alabama. And the reason why there's that sharp cutoff is because south of that, you have ice. I mean, look at all this ice. This model shows over 2 inches of ice from shows 1.5 plus inches of ice from DFW all the way over to Atlanta, and then all the way over to the Carolinas. What's up, Jim? Sheila, Maddox, how's it going? G. Tyler, Running Reb, what's up? Pauline, Sprinkles, how's it going? Husker Alley, what is up, everybody? Appreciate it. Make sure you like the stream. If you're not subscribed, I'm sure most of you are, but if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel here. I'm going to be doing these briefings more often. This one, I don't know how long I'll be on here. Maybe it's probably until my phone dies. But whenever my phone camera dies, I'll have to get off. But so you can see that sharp cutoff line. There's going to be a very sharp cutoff line between snow, sleet, ice. Sharp cutoff. So who knows? Maybe this ice line is more up here towards 40. Maybe it's farther down towards I-20. Maybe this is about the correct spot. We don't know exactly where this is going to set up here. But what we do know is that someone's going to get a lot of ice. Someone's going to probably get a lot of snow, especially if this slower scenario shows up. So I want to show you here what I'm looking at with the GFS and the European. They're very off, and a lot of the ensembles are kind of struggling here to figure this out. So you can see our European model. Let's see if I can get I cannot get my little thing to work. I'd love to be able to draw on my screen. So I don't know what's going on with that. Ice storm, dude, I don't know what would be worse. I would, at least from a storm chasing aspect, I would definitely go for the snow, but yeah, so I don't know why I don't know what's going on with this and why it won't let me draw. But anyway, you can at least see my cursor. So here's the European, and you can see here this is Friday at noon. You have this big trough out here by the Baja of Southern California, and then you have this main wave, right? So this trough needs to phase with this main wave. They need to phase. So if you go to if you go from Friday at noon to Saturday at noon, look at this. See how it's phasing? See how that trough in Baja, see how it's over that 24-hour period? See how it's moved to the east and it's phasing with your main trough? That's going to give you a really, really historic, I mean this, it'll be a historic storm if something like that happened. So if we go to the GFS here, we can go to the GFS. GFS looks a little bit different. You can see Saturday, look at where the GFS has this trough. This trough is still sitting off of the coast of Baja. Look at that. Look, your trough is down here, sitting off of the coast. And then if I go to the Euro, your trough is up here in the Four Corners area, phasing. And then we can go to Saturday evening. You have a fully phased trough. Ejection on the Euro. Look at the GFS. It's still back off the coast. Do you guys see the difference here? This is the GFS model. This would support a big storm, but not quite as impactful. It would still support a big storm, but your moisture would get suppressed to the south. But look at the difference. See, look down here by the Baja. I go to the Euro. Fully phased. That's the difference, and that's what we're watching with this storm. So we can look at our ensembles, and at least the GFS ensembles, and we can try to determine what these ensembles are saying. And it's going to be very difficult to see here. But let's go out to Friday evening. And you can see, you can look at some of these ensembles. Look at these two. Look at number 8 and number 9. Your low is all the way out in the Pacific Ocean. And then you go here to ensemble member 10, and your trough is fully phased. So if you don't know what an ensemble is, it kind of just is a bunch of different members of a model. There's like 20 ensemble members for the GFS, and look at how different these are. Now, I will say, you see ensemble 5. It's off the coast too. So I will say though, it seems like things are trending towards more of a phasing trough, which is going to trend towards more of an amped up storm, but we still have to watch it because if that cutoff low sits over the Pacific Ocean, we're going to get a lot less of a storm. Still going to be a big storm. Let me look at chat here. Hey, from Cincinnati, what's up? How's it going, Westons? What should you expect in Northeast Oklahoma? In Northeast Oklahoma, I would expect to get mostly snow. You're probably not going to get ice or sleet unless this thing just really, really trends to the north. You should expect all snow in Northeast Oklahoma. How much snow? That's the question. If that trough can phase, expect higher amounts, like half a foot plus. If that trough doesn't phase, expect lower amounts. Still could cause some issues, and it'll be really cold. But we'll see. I don't want to get too locked in on amounts here because we're just a little bit too far. But I can show you guys this trough phase here. You can probably see it easier on the 500 millibars. So these are your winds about 5, 6, 7 miles. I can't remember exactly, but about 6 miles above ground here. So you can see here, look at your trough spinning. This is Friday evening. Friday evening, look at your trough spinning off of the Baja Peninsula. And look, it never really, it just sits there and spins. It never phases. You see, look at your main trough up here in the Dakotas. It's diving down and bringing that cold Arctic air. But your trough out in the Pacific does not phase. The systems do not connect. They need to interlock and connect, but they never do that. So look at your European, and we might not be able to see the 12 yet on this, but look at your European. Notice by Saturday morning, see how the trough is moving east? It's not sitting here off of the Baja. It's moving east. And look at it. It phases in the one big system there. So that's your difference here. So let's check out some of our models in terms of precipitation. So here's the GFS run. And this is hello from Central Florida. What's up? Yeah, I'm sure Tulsa is going to have major problems. If you're in Tulsa, it is very likely you're going to see impactful winter weather that shuts stuff down for a day or two. Just to what extent is still to be determined. But here's your GFS. And as we move through, okay, you can see your isobars. Those are these lines right here. You can see your isobars tightening at this point. And you can see your high pressure up here. Pretty strong, really strong high pressure up in Minnesota. And that high pressure is moving south, and it kind of shunts the precip down. So you get some light snow across Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, and then you have a big icing event in Texas on the GFS. Big ice, big sleet event. But see how everything kind of gets shunted down to the south? You still have a really, really, really impactful storm along I-20 and even parts of I-10 down here to the south. But see how everything kind of just gets shunted off to the south? Like, this is still and the crazy thing is this is probably the low-end scenario. This right here is a low-end scenario, and the low-end scenario is still a big-time winter storm here. So no, I don't have a brown SUV that I chase in, no. But here's your snow totals on the GFS. And like I said, this is like a low-end scenario, but you can see your snow totals are really shunted down into Southwest Texas. A lot of this is snow and sleet kind of mixed. That's why this looks so weird. You have a little swath of 3 to 5 inches across Oklahoma. Southern Missouri, you almost get nothing. And then you add. I have no idea what just happened, y'all. But I'm live, I guess. Am I still live? I don't know what the heck just what the heck? Dude, I don't understand. I've never had an issue before. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh gosh, am I back? Dude, I was getting up there a little higher and viewers, it just all cut on me. So hopefully, does it still work? Can you guys still hear me? Let's see here. Let me see if I can here, I might pause this. I might pause this just really, really quickly. Might pause that really quickly, but don't worry, it'll be back. Oh boy. See, I don't know what. I don't know how to fix this. That's the thing. I don't know how to I don't know how do I I'll have to figure this out. Hold on, guys. Give me just a minute. I'm sorry that I don't have the thing up. I need to figure something out quick so I know how to end my live when I want to end my live. but let's see if I can. I don't know how to end my live now that it all got all jacked up here. Can I go to history? Here, let's see if I can. Huh. So weird. Wait, is there another Chrome that I can access? I don't know how to get back to it, but we'll figure it out. I have no idea what just happened. Hold on. Let me get my bearings back. My whole PC just shut off randomly. I don't know what just happened, but everything just got shut off just randomly. My phone doesn't have my camera doesn't have too much battery too, so I'm not going to be live for too much longer, but all right. I don't know what, I have no idea what just happened. But no idea what just happened, guys. And I have no idea how I'm going to even end the stream. But oh, here we go. I figured it out. All right. All right. Well, okay, we're back. I'm going to be live for another 10 minutes. We're not going to be live too much longer, but I'm so sorry about that, everybody. But you can see even the GFS, where was I? The GFS is the low end scenario and it still has a massive storm. So the fact that that's the low end scenario and it still has a crippling storm, that is kind of concerning here. So it's going to get real in Arkansas. Oh yeah, it's going to get real in Arkansas. Guys, I'm sorry about that. Let me know too how my how's my stream connection? Has it been choppy? Is it clear? On my little tablet here, it kind of looks choppy, but that just could be because my internet's bad or I'm not getting good internet. But let me know, guys. Is it clear? How's my volume? Does the volume need to be up? Does it need to be down? Does my volume still work better up here? Right up here, or does it work better back here? Just let me know some of this stuff so I can fix it for the next stream. But look at the euro. This is so the euro is the model that phases stuff well. So you can see the euro here. About Friday, about midday, you can see these ISO bars start to tighten. And then look at this. By midnight, Friday night, look at this. You have a big storm unfolding across a large area. Am I not logged into Plus here? Let's see if I can. log in here. Hold on. Oh, gosh dang it. I'm not going to be able to log into Plus, actually, so it is what it is. It's okay. So you can see the euro here by midnight. Look at this. You have a big storm starting. You got sleet, ice. Well, actually, this is more freezing rain. You have freezing rain across the Red River, big time snow setting in. And then by 6 a.m., heavy snow, central Oklahoma, freezing rain working down to Dallas, down towards Midland, Odessa. And then look at this. I mean, just an insane storm there across I-40. And then you're getting lighter snow up by 44, but look at your temperatures up by 44. Your temperatures are in the single digits. So that snowfall is going to be very powdery and it's going to accumulate very, very quickly. The other story with this is the temps. Especially if we get a big snowpack, those temperatures are going to drop like a rock. They're going to drop like a rock, like an anchor to the bottom of the ocean. And then here Sunday by Saturday evening, you can see now the heaviest snow is ejecting across Memphis area over to Nashville, up into Kentucky. And then by Sunday morning, you just have North Carolina getting smoked with snow. The coastal areas getting freezing rain. Atlanta, if this happens, Atlanta, complete disaster. Birmingham, Huntsville, I mean, just a complete disaster if something like this happens. If a storm like this, like the Euro happens, it's probably gonna affect the GDP of the country. Like, I mean, it's gonna shut things down for days, potentially almost a week. That's how big this would be. And you can see the euro. I know I already showed this earlier. Well, it's not going to let me see the Kuchera, and it's not going to let me see that because I'm not logged in. But the euro has a ton of so let's look at some of our other models. And these other models aren't going to be quite as reliable as the euro or the GFS. And quite frankly, the euro has been the best this winter. I thought the GFS did a really, really good job during storm season. Not choppy. Everything's good. Closer to the mic is better. Okay. Appreciate it, guys. Good on your end. Atlanta will shut down. Yeah, Atlanta's going to get shut down if Atlanta's going to get shut down if even the GFS happens, if any of these happen. But I'll make sure to adjust some of my volume stuff and everything, guys, and get it locked in. I'll go back and watch it too. But here's the Canadian. The Canadian has an absolute massive snow, sleet, ice. But see, it's a little farther north, and then towards Saturday afternoon, it drifts to the south. But look, the Canadian has a massive storm. The GFS does not have what the Canadian and the Euro does. So if you guys don't know, there's like a million different models. There's a European, the global forecast system, which is the GFS. Then you have the Canadian. Let me make sure my phone's not gonna die. Okay, I got a few more minutes. I'm using my phone to actually give me my phone is giving me the video feed, so I need to get a webcam eventually. But you can see here the Canadian dumps like 1 to 2 feet of snow over in the Appalachians and all the way over to Delaware and New Jersey. Dumps almost a foot of snow across parts of I-44 across Missouri. And as far as ice goes, I mean, these amounts are probably overdone on these global models, but it dumps a lot of ice. Literally a glaze of ice is enough to cause issues on the roads. When you start getting a quarter, half inch of ice, you start getting issues with power poles, trees. If someone gets an inch of ice, which I think will happen, if somebody gets an inch of ice, you're going to have millions of power outages. You're going to have big problems. So, the other story here is the cold. So we'll go look at the temps here before we get out of here. And then I want to show you guys some space weather because we could have a big Northern Lights show tonight. But let me see if I can even log into my X. I don't think I'm going to be able to. But look at this cold air sag down. And you can see with this snowpack, the Euro has temps getting down into the single digits below zero. Highs in the single digits for many of you guys. This is Saturday evening. You have single digits. You got upper 20s all the way down. If you look at the GFS, you have much of the same. It might even be colder. So the GFS has the colder air getting farther south, but a little bit less potent. But look at this. I mean, you got. I mean, if you're talking mid 20s and ice, that's a big problem. What's up, Derek? How's it going? Seymour, Jim, Sprinkle's still in here. See a lot of y'all from Storm Runner in here. So, yeah, big problem. I mean, so this is what I always say about ice. When it comes to ice, freezing rain, if it's 30 to 32, you're going to have some big issues on the if it's 30 to 32, you're going to have some big issues with trees, power lines. But your roads, when it's 30 to 32, your roads are relatively fine. The freezing rain does not accumulate much on the roads. Bridges is a different story. Once you get into the upper 20s, like 27 to 29, that's when your roads start getting really, really bad because it needs to be really cold for that stuff to accumulate on roads because roads are harder to cool down than the grass. So grassy metal surfaces, they cool down. Tree branches, they cool down a lot quicker. Roads hold the heat a little bit better. Concrete takes a little bit more time. But if you get temps in the low to mid 20s with freezing rain, you're talking about some major problems. There's Monday evening. You can see the cold sticking around, but then it does start to warm up a little bit. And de-thaw. So hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let me log into my X account and show you guys. Here, I'm not. Here. Give me 5 seconds. All right, hopefully I'm still connected here. Sorry guys, my phone is making me do the multiple verifications. Oh great. Let's see if I can even log into this. What? Incorrect username. Well, that is my username, unfortunately. Well, I can't get into X, but see, I don't know what happened, but whenever my hopefully I'm not completely frozen, but whenever my computer just randomly shut off, it messed with all my logins and stuff, and now I have to re-log into everything. But let's see if I'm still even on here. Am I good, y'all? You can hear me but can't see me? Okay, if you can hear me but can't see me, then it might be time for me to shut the stream off. I had the stream running perfect. It was all going good until my computer randomly just decided to crash. I don't know what happened. That's never happened to me before. But you can see there's a KP of 3. I think it's supposed to be 8 or 9 tonight. I don't really know much about the space weather, but from what my buddies were telling me, it could be a big deal. I wonder how you see here's the broadcast. Only a max of 4. That doesn't seem right. So I don't know. But my buddies were telling me that it's going to be a big event for this stuff. So I don't know. But if you want someone good to follow on X or Facebook, follow Landon Moeller. Landon Moeller. Or follow, I think it's like Vincent LAD something. He's from like Canada, but Landon Moeller is a good one. If you want to know what's going on with the space stuff, if it looks good enough, I'll be out trying to document that stuff. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream because it's been like really glitchy tech issues. But make sure to follow Ben Williams on X. Go follow Stormrunner Media on Facebook. I am posting on the Stormrunner Media Facebook updates, so go follow those two spots on X and Facebook. And I will probably go live with another one of these briefings. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it tonight. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning. But I'll go live again tomorrow morning, tonight. I'll go live again, and hopefully no computer crashing this time. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here, guys. It's been a fun 30 minutes, and have a good one.